And obviously they're trying to capitalize on a lot with it being Black Ops because they are introducing, without solo, they are bringing in more multiplayer with Blackout, their Battle Royale mode.
Yeah.
So surprise, much like all of the reports before it was officially revealed, Blackout is their battle
thing.
Yep. It is going to be apparently 1,500 times the size of a normal Call of Duty map.
God damn.
Which that number is just unfathomable to me. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
How long did it take to run from one side of the map to the other in a normal multiplayer map?
I know.
17 hours. I don't know.
No.
I don't know how long it takes.
Yeah, this looks awesome. And so that's the thing. Like, I'm going to, I'm going to on the same hour, I'm going to say like, this thing over here sucks. This thing over here is great. Because my gut reaction when I found out, heard the rumors about the single player going away was, how are you going to maintain the value of this package when you're removing a significant portion of it? And this is how. You know, you throw in a brand new mode that to me is the kind of thing that Fortnite is off doing its own thing. It's got its own aesthetics. It's pretty much untouchable right now. PUBG, I think, on the other hand, is one that sort of people are waiting for the next move from those guys.
Yeah.
And I think this stands to be a strong competitor with a game like that.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot. So they said it will be available at launch. It will have sort of locations and inspiration from the Black Ops series so far on that map. There will also be land, air, and sea vehicles. So it will be pretty robust. And I love the idea of seeing sort of Call of Duty mechanics and their refinement in a Battle Royale scenario. Like, I think that could be really great. I am also very curious to see, one, what the Battle Royale scene looks like in the fall, because it is such a new craze that who knows what it looks like, let alone a month from now, but 5 months from now. Who knows what that's like and what the big players are anymore. Obviously, Fortnite has sort of continued to grow. As you were saying, PUBG is a little quieter at the moment. But there's obviously a lot of people trying to push it on the Battle Royale crown.
I mean, literally, you guys know Rec Room, right? They're on PSVR. They're free to play, or just straight up free. Actually, there's no microtransactions in it. They just this morning announced that they're doing
Rec Royale.
Rec Royale.
Yeah.
And so everyone's kind of chasing this thing, and I guess they can afford to. But Cliff Blazinski's game, Lawbreakers?
Lawbreakers, and then there was Radical Heights.
And Radical Heights
is the...
Radical Heights was the Battle Royale. Just shut down.
Yeah.
I think it's being run by like a skeleton crew right now. The team dissolved. Cliff Blazinski basically rage quit so hard that he might have jumped out of games forever.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already seeing casualties of chasing trends in this industry.
Yeah.
And it happens a lot, and this is starting to happen now. That said, Call of Duty, they have a couple dollars in their pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people generally play Call of Duty for multiplayer.
Yep.
Yeah.
But the amount of concurrent players for something like PUBG and Fortnite like blows the concurrent players of the past Call of Duties like out of the water.
Right.
Casey has some facts. Casey,
I've got some
let us know
facts.
those facts. Yeah.
Yes. So I was interested. So the most popular Battle Royale on PC are Fortnite and PUBG. And I think the highest concurrent number of like at the same time playing PUBG is 3.6 million.
Man.
At the same time, people playing PUBG. Yeah. Whereas the last Call of Duty, the most people playing Call of Duty at the same time on PC was, 76,000. And of course, there are a lot of console players as well, but that's also compared to just the PC players for PUBG as well. And that's such a huge difference.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So, like, is Call of Duty going to be able to maintain fast waiting times to get into games with so many fewer players? And I'm wondering, because Jonathan, you said that PUBG is not free on the PC anymore.
No, so PUBG is $30 now that it's gone into past 1.0. And
Yeah.
Fortnite is free to play for the
Yeah.
Battle Royale. So you can just jump into that on consoles and PC.
That was my issue with PUBG when I played it on Xbox. I was like, I understand what they're doing here with their business model, but it felt like it needed to go back in the oven for a little bit. Granted, this was a couple months ago.
Yeah.
But I think with the Call of Duty scenario, it's interesting because this mode is not being designed, or at least I don't believe it is, designed to service their current player base. This is a mode specifically reaching out into that blue ocean of people who have not played a Call of Duty or are lapsed Call of Duty players, never even gone near it. It's weird though, because Fortnite has the accessibility. People feel comfortable letting their children play it.
Yeah.
Call of Duty still has that that stigma.
Oh, my
Yeah.
kid
You know?
shouldn't touch
Yeah.
this. It's a warfare game.
It's up there with like GTA with
Yeah.
like you have to put a fake mustache on to go into GameStop to buy it. So I'm interested to see where that goes, because I think they're going. It's the reason Fortnite's going so well right now is the aesthetic is cartoony, and I think parents can look over their shoulders and be like, "Oh, my kid's just like just hanging out and playing this game.
Yeah, he's playing a goofy game. He or she
around.
is just building. They're having just a fun time
Chopping
with their
down
friends.
some trees.
Yeah, and there's so much
apples.
about that game that also really ties into, I think people play mostly in squads and with their friends and everything. And that's, you obviously, people play Call of Duty together with their friends, but it's a much different sort of focus when you're playing Call of Duty. So I'm curious if they're going to be able, I think, Brian, you're right, if they're going to pull people away from Fortnite. To me, that's the biggest question of like, Call of Duty will still sell. I don't know if it'll be up from last year or down from last year, but it will still sell very well.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed that conversation about Call of Duty and the Battle Royale craze that is currently besieging us all. If you want much more from this episode of Beyond, you can head to youtube.com/IGNBeyond. Make sure to subscribe so you get every new episode as it goes live every week. Thank you so much for watching.